Like, is it even possible to pull off a charge attack? Because every time I try to do a charge, before like the charge is done, there's like it's always 1 second too late, and the opponent attacks you. The fake Agus, hold on, couldn't read that fast enough. The fake Agus sun begins to melt away as everyone runs toward Mitsuru-san. I think about the fake Agus sun said, nothing to discuss. Alright, you know what? I thought that you could understand my master shows some desire for solitude. What I sensed when Sho was I met him was an intense, insane hatred for everything in this world. What could have pushed him so far? He decided to pursue an outrageous goal like destroying the world.
Mitsuru-san! Where am I? Lapras, you came.
Mitsuru-san, are you alright?
Yes. But aren't you all a bit too close?
Mitsuru-san came to, and we all look at her face. She seems pretty exhausted. She does appear to be full of, to be fully conscious.
I'm so glad. I'm sorry I'm late. Jeez, look how beat up you are.
Thank you, Lapras. Narukami, I thank you and your friends as well. But first, I must apologize. I said I would guarantee your security. Let's see how that turned out. We'd almost identified the culprit, but...
What are you saying? You don't have to apologize now. Nobody cares.
There's an eye on a building back in the background. While we wait for Mitsuru-san to recover, we share what we learned so far with her about this town, about Sho and Minazuki, about our plan to cause something terrible down.
Sho Minazuki, huh? How ironic that he would mimic his father's actions.
What? Alright, according to Nado's account, when she and the Lapras met Minazuki for the first time, Minazuki called the Shadow Operatives the one who killed Sho's father. Going by that, Mitsuru-chan said, I say she knows something about who Sho is. Maybe she can give us a missing piece of the puzzle to crack this case. That is a part from the mystery of who or what Sho is trying to summon.
I see. Shuji Ikutsuki was his...
Oh, hold on. Is Shoji like the Minazuki and is Adazuki or whatever it is? Is that who I think it is? Oh right, it's him. Again, I almost forgot about him too. Director of the high school, yeah, that's right. So many things happen in the latter half of the Persona 3, like you almost forgot that he was a bad guy too. Mitsuru-chan slowly closed her eyes and nodded Nado's memories. Shoji Atazuki, is that the name of Sho's father?
The Kirijo group once had a branch specializing in shadow research. It was the Kirijo Ergonomics Research Laboratory, Ergo Research for short. My grandfather, Koetsu Kirijo, provided Ergo Research with a vast budget to perform various experiments over many years. Experiments like Lapras and Igus, anti-shadow suppression weapons with humanoid bodies that harbor personas, as well as countless inhumane experiments, such as creating artificial persona users through suppressants.
Mitsuru-chan's expression grew even stainer. The damage that Kuroji left behind, so their cursed legacy is when Mitsuru-chan and her shadow operatives are so devoted to their duty of exterminating shadows.
Minazuki. His name was reported in the Ergo Research Archives as the youngest test subject. Shuji Ikutsuki was the researcher of record. Afterwards, Ergo Research was dissolved in an explosive accident, burying their research. In the confusion, Ikutsuki saved some of it.
And that includes Sho Minazuki.
Yes, there's more to the story, but I've confirmed this much in what we've deciphered thus far of Ikutsuki's personnel file. Sho Minazuki seems to have been Ikutsuki's favorite test subject.
Test subject? But he's a person! How can he do such a horrible thing?
The Kirijo group at the time was an evil place, suffused with his arrogance. It isn't hard to imagine how he was treated with Ikutsuki in charge. Minazuki was raised in a solitary environment, never interacting with anyone. I suspect his experiences from that time greatly affected the development of Minazuki's current personality.
For the first time, the Susan seemed genuinely distressed. There's a lot on her shoulders. She went to put an end to the scarred history that the monster of the Kuruju group had left within her generation. But she's not alone. I'm sure the Susan's companions will keep supporting her, keep sharing her burdens as they walk alongside her.
Hey, Mitsuru-san, these experiments they did on Sho, were they really related to the Plume of Dusk?
That's correct. The central thrust of the experiment was to embed a plume of dusk into Minazuki.
No way! So that's what the Minazuki personality is?
It's a conscious plume of dusk. Okay, I mean, sure. This is elaborate model had thought. Plume of dusk was implanted into Sho's body, which seems like it gives birth to a new self within him. That's one mystery now, though it's not hard to imagine how crucial Minazuki's experiment were, since he didn't care at all about what was sacrificed for them. The thought must be reminding Lapis of her own past, since I noticed her meekly lowering her gaze. Yusuke hastily speaks to lighten the mood.
Can I ask you something? Do you have any details about whatever it is he's trying to summon?
No, I know nothing about that. If it's similar to what we encountered in Tartarus, it's nothing local. That was only to be expected, since Sho's desire is to destroy the world.
Yeah, there's like yellow eyes on that clock tower on the left. As we all share a thinking feeling and ominous predictions, a familiar voice echoes in everyone's mind. It's a persona communication.
Senpai, I finally got a hold of you. I'm so glad you're safe.
Rise, you're alright.
Mitsuru Senpai, are you okay? I was worried, you know.
Is that you, Yukari? You came. I'm sorry, but no. Thank you. You're always such a help to me.
I'm fine too. Kikuno-san has evacuated to safety as well.
Who's Kikuno?
Yamagishi, thank goodness. It seems I've also put you in danger.
After we finish confirming that we are okay, raises her voice and to remember something. Since we have no volume control on Persona Com, everyone flinches at once.
No, I forgot to connect you to Kanji and the others. Senpai, Teddy and Igus are safe too. Just a sec, I'll put you in contact with them.
She forgot something that important. After some time, we hear the familiar voice echoing in our mind again.
Hey! Yukiko? Is that you? I'm so glad. Kanji-kun and Teddy are fine too. What about you, Chie? Are you hurt? No, I'm okay. I got a few scratches, but it's no big deal. Huh? Are you sure you're okay?
Yo, Senpai! Sorry we're late.
Sensei!
Damn it, Teddy, I told you to quit rubbing your runny nose on me!
They never change. Even a situation where we aren't communicating properly, the rest of them are still in our thoughts, because we all believe in each other. We're all gathered here now without anyone telling us to do so. That's when I recall the fake Agasan had said to Labris, I would have thought that you could understand my master, Sho Minazuki's desire for solitude. If when Mitsuru-san told us about Sho was right, not only did he never met anyone who could understand burden of solitude, he never even had a chance to form a relationship with anyone. So in that respect, there's not much separating Sho from us. If even one person had reached out to him, couldn't he have had chance to change too?
Sister, you came to rescue us. Thank you. I'm alright. Igus! Oh, I was really worried about you.
Man, it's getting crowded here. You guys really know who's who?
You're the only one who doesn't, Junpei-san. Though there are a few I haven't personally met yet either.
It seems everyone's alright. You have the devil's luck.
After both are investigating, the Masurisha Shadow Operatives are done being relieved, the others are safe. But a big round of introductions. But the more I learned about them, the stranger the group seems. A costume hero, a baseball coach. Oh, so Junpei is a baseball coach. He's not a player. A middle school student. Kenson mean middle school. All right. And the dog. It's already surprising to see so many other Persona users, but these ones are, well, unique.
Quite a spirited crowd. But don't let your guard down yet. The battle isn't over.
Miss Chang smile and say so. It hasn't been long since we met the Suher people. I can tell just by hearing their exchange. They're bound by strong trust, just like we are. Wishing the battle behind us now, everyone naturally started having a friendly chat. I decided to take the opportunity to bring up what I was just thinking about with Mitsuru-san.
I'd like to talk to you about Sho.
You wish to save him yourself? Is that what you were about to say? It's written all over your face. It would hardly be a surprise to hear you say it. There are many things to sympathize with regarding Minazuki's past. He too is a victim of the Kirijo group's dark side. Still, that does not give him license to endanger the world or hurt people. It doesn't change the fact that he is an enemy who must be defeated. Yet, you still wish to save him, correct?
Yes.
If Shu wishes for the world's destruction because of the solitude forced on him, then we know how to save him from that. Mitsuru-san lets me finish and fix me with a solemn gaze.
Either way, things must be settled with Minazuki. We should brace ourselves.
Right. We can't lose this one.
Indeed, it's true that our enemy is powerful. No matter how far apart we are, if we keep believing in each other, we'll always come back together. And that fact gives us great strength. Who's he summoning? Oh boy!
Uh-oh. Isn't it getting stronger?
This is... Careful, everyone. It stinks of shadows.
What?
Everyone's intensely tense up. The relaxing mood, the shadow raises her voice, bracing herself.
This can't be.
What's wrong, Kujikawa?
It's shadows. Countless shadows are gathering at this tower. What? I'm picking up shadow readings. 20, 30. They keep coming. We can't stop them. The shadows are passing through here. It looks like they're heading to the top of the tower.
What's wrong, Risei?
What is this? The shadows that were already at the top are merging together.
Alright. Shadows merging together. Dude, I hate that sound effect. Somebody tells me the summoning that shows mentioned has already began. A quick glance around tells me everyone else is thinking the same thing. When I look down at the edge of the tower, the horde of shadows had already swallowed the ground and now is trying to cover this tower. This is bad. Regis group still needs tower space, and Kanji's group somewhere around the middle. At this rate, there's only a matter of time before the shadow reaches them. What do I do? Should I call them here at once, or should we head to down to them? When we do, then that we can't do anything but the summoning that's going to happen on any minute.
Have to go, Senpai. We'll hold things here.
Huh?
What are you surprised for? Of course we'd say that. You're the ones closest to the top.
You're right. Mitsuru, this is no time to fool around. Leave this to us so you can get to the roof.
What?
Mitsuru-senpai, you can't lose focus. Don't worry, we're pretty tough.
Yukari.
All right. It's a bit lonely here, but I'll do my best for your sake, Sensei.
Teddy. Go, young man. There's no time to be indecisive. The bases are loaded, so go out swinging.
Nisara raises her head at us. Her expression is pure determination. You can see she's made up her mind to trust her companions, and that's that.
All three groups, separate and intercept the shadows. Yamagishi, Yukari, Kujikawa, head to the lower levels. Destroy the enemy, but take caution. Akihiko, work with those on the middle level and block as many shadows as you can. Don't bother giving chase to whatever gets past you. We'll remain here and intercept the shadows as Narukami advances to the highest point of the tower.
Me?
You're the least injured of us all, and considering your skill, you're the most logical choice to send.
Please go, Senpai. We'll protect this place. Yeah! I'm getting psyched. Go on ahead, Cuckoo.
Go get him, partner. Make sure you pull this off for our sake.
I'm counting on you, Yuku. You can't let Sho get his way. Go put an end to this.
With that, all of us here, probably the ones still in the lower and middle levels, not the ones. Everyone gives me a supportive push, and I take a step forward.
You understand, right? Don't do anything reckless.
I understand. I'll come back. If I can't do it, I'll ask for help. There's no shame in leaning on your friends after all. No matter how many times I fail and make mistakes, I can do anything with them. I won't give up.
I knew someone once who I suspect felt the same way.
For an instant, Suru-san's eyes are hazy, thinking of something or someone else. But the moment passed, and at once her steely eyes have turned to the countless shadows surrounding us and climbing the tower out the walls.
Clear a path for Narukami. Is everyone in place?
Yeah!
Yes, of course. Leave it to us.
The Suru gives the order, and everyone readies themselves to move. The shadow appears one after another, seems intent to completely swarm the stairs. Only I'm on my way to now.
Once we give the signal, everyone attack. Here goes. 1, 2.
Fukan reads the signal. Everyone dashes towards the whirling torrent of shadows. They form powerful shock waves to come together, pushes back the limitless mass of shadows, mowing them down. Path clears in the center of the black wave. I run towards it as fast as my leg will carry me.
We're all counting on you.
It's not just everyone in the investing team. Right now, the hopes of the Suru-san Shadow Operatives are painting on me too. I can't waste the opportunity they gave me. There's no time to hesitate. Wait for me, everyone. So I guess whoever the final boss is, I have to fight it with Shiyu Narukami. Which is fine. It's not that. To be continued. What? Oh, what the heck? Before the battle. Alright, how many more? A lot more. 75% still. What is this? Okay, so yeah, Kanji and the Rize's merge with Narukami. So before the battle, which is chapter 11, Entrusting Hope. Before the battle. Okay, we're in the Velvet Room for this one. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 more. All right, interesting. When it came to, I'm surrounded by blue. Dude, really? This is not time for this. I'm seated in the usual place in the usual room. Why did I summon me now? Actually, it's probably because of my situation that they summoned me. There's no need to be impatient. I already know this place exists outside of time.
You seem surprisingly calm. Your third ordeal has arrived. Do you think you can overcome it?
I wonder if this is where like Margaret says, "Hey, fight me." I don't answer whether I can do it or not as a question. I have to do it. It's to see my determination. Margaret gives a satisfied smile.
Your mind is already made up. And that's a fitting answer for you.
What is Sho trying to summon? How is he going to use the persona fragments?
I need some water. I'll be right back.